Dan.
And Phillip Drake is here. Hi, Phillip.
How you doing?
You're doing great. What's your website? Phillip's running for President of the United States of America.
It's Drake, the number 4, US.com.
There you go. My name's Dan Reveas. Okay, we got a ton of texts here on the Advanced Rehab and Medical Text Line. AdvancedRehabJackson.com. That's the website, AdvancedRehabJackson.com. AdvancedRehabJackson.com. Dr. Shannon Bone, ranked in the top 10 for chiropractors on the planet Earth. Advanced Rehab, life-changing care, advanced technology, world-class customer service, equals superior health care. AdvancedRehabJackson.com. The text line number, 731-800-8398. 731-800-8398. To shoot us a text, we'll read it right over the air. This one comes in and says, does Phillip still raise cows?
Do I still raise cows? Yes, I still raise cows. Not as many as what I used to. I think it was 2020 or 2021, somewhere around in there. Whenever I was still doing my government work, so it would have been 2020. It would have been right at 2021. I actually got 3 illegal arrests saying that I stole cattle. So somehow or another, I managed to steal 2,000 cows in one day and turn around and sell them for $72,000, which comes out to about $36 a cow. Now, what kind of thief would that be? It was quite funny. And then I was arrested by the Southwestern Texas Cattle Raisers Association, which is an association, not a police force. So I legitimately got arrested from them.
They're just not legitimate.
Citizens arrest type of thing?
Yeah, it was like a citizen's arrest. So it wasn't a legit arrest. So they took me into the jailhouse when they.
Pardon me.
Yeah, that's all right. So whenever they took me into the jailhouse, the funny part about it is they had to falsify the documentation, and whenever they did it, they falsified it in a way that showed that the game wardens arrested me. Well, the game wardens have no jurisdiction over anything like that, and the supposed arresting officer was a friend of mine. Well, it was a mess, dude, but that's South Texas for you. Yeah. That was some of that border stuff whenever I started exposing some of the corruption.
What do you think was behind this? Your competition in the cow business? Or
no, it wasn't my competition in the cattle business. So whenever I came out, I don't have whistleblower status because I was an independent contractor. So whenever I started talking, I wasn't protected. I was just on my own. And I started talking about the corruption and everything going on down at the border and who was really behind, the border issues. And, man, that was just their way of shutting me up. And if you do your research, you can find it. If you read past the headlines, it is a crazy, stinking story. It doesn't even make sense. And but what you can't find is right after that, I was shot and tied to a tree and left to die. And then right after that, I was poisoned. Not right after, but a little bit after that, I was poisoned, which almost killed me. But I'm here now. I'm not in jail. I've never been indicted for those charges or formally charged or indicted for those charges. But Google likes to keep it on there because I'm running for president of the United States. But let's just say, and I've owned businesses, and I do owe people money. Like, that's straight up. Everybody that's owned businesses at one time, especially during COVID, owes people money because it sucked during COVID, right? So, but think about it this way. If it was true, at least I was a felon before I was a politician, not after.
Well,
think about it that way.
You beat the rush. You beat the rush. You
got that out of the way.
Yeah, you didn't take about the typical step 1, step 2. But is it settled? Or?
Yeah, to my knowledge, everything's settled other than just people talking trash. But look, I'm running.
So is that why you're running for president so you can hide from this?
Well, I don't think I did a good job. The whole reason why that's out there is because I got into politics and I started talking about the people that I used to work for.
I got to tell you,
the horrible things that they've done.
There's Phillip told me about this right after we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's I don't, and I encourage you to fact check, folks. And Phillip does the same thing, and so I didn't hesitate reading that to him.
No, I actually appreciate people bringing it up so it can be addressed.
Well,
I don't mind.
It's
good that people are doing the research, and it's good that people are actually looking into who their potential leader could be. I respect the heck out of that. So I don't mind talking about it.
Advanced Rehab and Medical text line. This one says, "Dear Dan, I'm pretty sure Jesus didn't use the word Christian."
Amen.
Oof,
I never heard it put that way.
He also didn't go to church. In fact, in the book of Acts, it says, "Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands." Just saying.
I am not sure that Kenneth Copeland would agree with you on that because...
He can come debate me.
How?
It'd be fun.
Well, now he's...
He'll call you a demon.
Bring it, bruh.
yeah, how can he...
I've overcome demons before. I got this.
Well, now, but this demon has 3 really nice jet airplanes.
That's to carry around his legions.
We could use him to rescue children, man. Just saying.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. So next time that you guys want to donate to Kenneth Copeland to buy him a new jet, I do want you to understand that we are looking in at buying a plane to rescue children, and it would be really nice, and we could do a lot more good with that money and with those planes than that blowhard.
You know, Kim, now you got a big project going on. You guys have a big project with the nonprofit. And tell us about that. The name of the nonprofit and this. You've got a project that you need some help with, right?
Absolutely. So we're building a center for the survivors of child trafficking that we rescue. This is a regenerative farm. This is a safe place where they will be physically secured. Now, for those who don't understand, when we rescue children, there's no safe place to put them. This is a rhetorical question, but where would we put survivors of child trafficking? CPS and foster care are not safe. There's also not trauma-informed care and rehabilitation for the type of assistance that these children require, not only medical, but also emotionally, physically, psychologically, and everything else. So physical safety is a huge aspect of this because, to put it in economic terms, unfortunately, these traffickers are not just going to let their product go. So we need to keep them physically secure. But then there's the aspect of trauma-informed care and actually helping them find peace and healing. So it's nature and animal therapy. It's a survivor-led and operated organization. That means myself and many of my peers who were also trafficked as children are managing this and caring for these children. So we know what they need. We know what kind of program this will take. We know it's not helpful as well. And that being said, this is something we're setting up as we go because we are currently housing and assisting survivors. It's a very small organization. It's very grassroots style. So we need just about everything. We're setting up cabins and tiny housing. We're setting up school dorms and fencing and farm animals and every single thing you can think about. School supplies, clothing, toys, food, etc. So the website is unitingamericainc.org. unitingamericainc.org. It's a nonprofit. We are a 501c3. That means it's 100% tax deductible. I want people to realize not only are we not taking a salary, that means 100% of your donation is actually tax deductible. We are funding this out of our own pocket right now.
Hey, you know what I just thought?
What's that?
So here we are trying to help the world. I mean, legitimately the world. Our nation, of course, right? Because I do believe that we need to fix our nation before we can ever consider anything else, right? But it takes an alleged cattle thief and a survivor to step up and say, we got to do something.
Yep.
Think about that, people.
Right. I should not have to be the one doing this, not only with my life, but I should not have to be unpacking my trauma and reliving this existence, not only so people can stop calling it a theory, but so people can be compelled to actually want to help. Now, you'd be surprised because a lot of the people that you would think should help and have the means to simply won't. So this is my challenge to everyone who calls themselves a Christian. This is my challenge to everyone who says they care. This is my challenge to anyone who has the means to help, and I believe that all of us can do something to be part of the solution. First question, what's more important than protecting children? Second question, what are you willing to do? I can tell you what Jesus would have done. But I'm not even here to talk to the Christians. I'm here to talk to humanity because this is a humankind crisis. Our government can't be bothered. Our media won't even talk about it. Most people don't have the courage to step up and do anything. We're not asking you to get off your couch and put your life at risk. We're asking you to support those of us who are.
Well, and as well said, Kim, and I wonder how this works with all these mission trips overseas when we have this happening right here in the United States of America.
Right.
And it's flying over that.
Yep.
And a lot of times to a climate that's a bit warmer during the winter. And I know there's, I'm not criticizing
Look, there's a lot to be
evangelical
done.
work, but there is.
Right.
But why not do it here in America? Because a lot of the same people that do that are the ones saying America first, make America great again, as they fly out of here to a warmer climate.
As a child who was trafficked overseas, we don't need church people to bring us toys and candy. We need to be safe. We need trauma-informed care. If the people don't know how to help, they can help those of us who know what to do and who are actually doing it.
Top of the hour, we got news. Stand by for news. We'll be right back with you. Also, we've got we got news that you can use with a guest coming in for a segment, and that's coming up all next year on NewsTalk 96.5 FM. And I tell you this, I think Jameel is going, geez, what did I get into?
Okay.
We're glad you're here, though.
We're about to waterboard you when we come back. As late as settled in. We're coming after you next, right here on NewsTalk 96.